We're not against rap. We're not against rappers. But we are against those.
Something big about to happen. I hear the beat tapping. We some fly rhyming felines rapping on the track. Better yet, grab a gat, cause we hot like Enzo. Doors closed, windows up, cause that's the way we like to ride. Windy City hitting. Check mic 1 2 1 2. We live, baby.
Yo, what's up, Chicago? And welcome back to Speak Your Mind Radio, episode 597. Just 3 episodes away from 600. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Queen Star, aka MzHipHop. And today we have a lovely guest with us. She's a Indiana producer, artist, musician, and even a clothing designer. So, without further ado, I want to introduce the one and only Mix 444 to Speak Your Mind Radio to discuss her newly released instrumental album called New Waves of Sound. So without further ado, let's get it and chop it up with Mix 44. How you doing?
I'm pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm just happy to have you here.
Yeah, it's been like, when was the last time? I know it's like at least close to a year, I think.
Yeah.
About a year.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's been a long time. But yeah, I don't know, I've figured to create something different. So I figured like create another instrumental album. So as I was creating New Ways of Thinking, which eventually that will be released and complete, I'm not gonna give myself a specific time frame. I'm just gonna let it be how it's supposed to and release it when it's supposed to be complete. But I was originally creating New Ways of Thinking, and then just something came to me about maybe I should create another one, but just instrumental, called New Waves of Sound. So that's how I originally came up with New Waves of Sound, which is kind of like it's kind of, what's it called? It's like a sequel in a way to New Ways of Thinking. So once I've completed New Ways of Thinking, and you can check that out, and you can hear like how it's in a way going to flow together, which New Ways of Thinking also has more vocal on there, but New Ways of Sound is more like getting yourself connected back to the experience of sound itself and experiencing how to flow with music without the need of a vocal in some way, just to connect with music or just connect with how you're experiencing music. So that's what New Ways of Sound is for.
That's what's up. And it kind of correlates with New Waves of Thinking, which I can't wait to hear. But the New Waves of Sound is like, for me, it was like a techno dance type of field, and maybe I'm wrong, but it just gave me like a new body experience, bringing yourself back to one.
Yes, that's one of the goals. Like if it helps you connect back in a way with yourself, and how people used to connect was through sound. So if you can get back to connecting to basically yourself in a way through sound. So like you said, like you had like that body type experience, which is really cool because it's like when you fully listen in to what you're hearing, it really does like give you that type of connection. And that's kind of the goal that I want for many other people to have if they're connected spiritually. So really my music is for people who are actually on their spiritual journey and are wanting to actually connect with themselves. So if you're someone who is actually ready to elevate spiritually and want to elevate their life in some way, that's what my music is for. It's not going to be what people are used to listening to. Because for me, I like to create something different, something new, something that not, in my opinion, not too many people are going to actually want to create. So that's why I love creating instrumentals as well, because it helps people actually connect back to music without the interpretations of the vocal cutting in, and you can actually take the time to listen to art as it was created. So
That's a cool explanation. I completely skipped over the icebreaker question. So I'm going to give it to you now. What moment in your life made you realize that, music wasn't just sound, but it's a form of art?
um, let's see, I guess I can go back to um, when I am, I guess I don't really know if I'm really restarting my spiritual journey, but like going back into learning what that is for me. And when I learned music production, it also opened me up of how I connect back with myself, and that's by producing music. So um I guess being more open to not limiting how I create and creating something that's actually going to be felt. That's why like I love creating instrumentals, because that's something that you can actually feel without um anything causing you to skip over like what is this feeling. Like you can listen to everything that created that feeling. So as I create, I notice like this is true art. Like this is what art is supposed to feel like. Art is about feeling, art is about expressing. And there's many ways that you can create art. And I feel like if you can give someone the opportunity to actually feel what that is, to me, that is art.
Yeah, that is art being felt in a different aspect. So if you like could paint your music as a color or a texture, what would it look like?
Hmm. That's an interesting question. I know it would be like something mellow, because I tend to create like a mellow, chill type sound. So I guess blue is a mellow
Yeah.
type color. So
Yep.
um
What about the texture?
hmm, the texture. I'll say maybe, because that's not really a texture. I thought about the wind,
Hmm.
because you can feel it, but because you can still feel it, but you can't quite see it. But it's like music. You can't really see the music, but you can feel it. So I'm trying to think of another better thing for its texture, because I want, let's say, um, probably the feeling of Earth.
Whoa.
I don't think a lot of people actually realize how mellow and calming that is. So if you ever been to a park or somewhere that you can just um, lie down, um, whether it's in the grass, dirt, whatever, that's the earth type texture, and just feel connected with that. I think that's the type of texture I would give it.
Yeah, that's a cool answer. No, that was dope. Like you said the earth. I'm like, what? Like, yeah, for sure. Like everything down from the color to the texture, I was feeling like literally. Yeah. Um, let's go to the visuals. Like the cover art. Did you? I mean, what is that? I know it's blue, but what is it a vision of?
um, that I don't really know. I basically um created what felt right for I guess going back to the feeling, going back to like what the feeling would be for the album. And sound can be anything. So it can be waves, it can be whatever you think of sound, which most of people think of it as a wave. And in the cover art, it has a bit of waves. And I didn't really realize that I have blue.
Yeah,
Like I'm just I have blue in the cover art, so I guess it goes back to blue being a significant color, and there's also some green in there, which is another mellow color. So I guess picking something I didn't really realize, like I actually did myself, that will fit the actual mood to um I guess what I was creating. So I guess it just happened naturally without me realizing.
yeah, your
So
program too.
yes. I don't know, I just went to cover studio
Hmm.
and just went to something that just felt like this was it. So nothing too broad and nothing too simple, but simple enough at the same time.
Definitely, I understand that. So let's actually talk about the project New Waves of Sound. But before we jump into the track, tell us like what was. I mean, I know you just spoke a lot about the texture and the colors, but just studying yourself, what did you learn mostly about yourself making this instrumental album? Because it does bring you back to one. It really does.
Wow. So I've personally been doing a lot with myself that a lot of people just don't know about and don't know like all the experiences that I've went through to get to where I'm at right now. And it was pretty hard. So um I guess creating it is more of a feeling that I want to enjoy more. And for me is experiencing how to enjoy life and experiencing how to enjoy what I'm creating. So, wow. that's that's a pretty deep question. It did, like, because listening to it is like, especially new ways of sound, just listening to that is like, wow. It's like I'm actually connecting back to the person that I know that I've been this whole time, which is my galactic highest self, and not really realizing like I'm actually transforming into this person. So like I know with that, when I listen to that and just listening to the soundscapes I picked with that is like this is really deep. And just knowing like how much I've went um within myself, which was quite a lot. So it does show me like how far I've come as a person and as an artist. So I would say it just helped me actually learn how to connect back with, I guess, who I am as a person.
Definitely. Okay. Um, okay, so there's this one track on New Sound of Waves called I'm sorry, New Waves of Sound called Upcoming Season. I really resonated with this track because one, it was tight. I mean, just listening to it overall, but one who's listening to upcoming season can visualize themselves going through some type of transitional phase to a new beginning. That's what I got out of it. Maybe I'm oversimplifying it. I don't know.
Well, just the title itself, it can be significant to anything new in your life.
Yes.
So, like whether it's you transitioning to a new lifestyle, a new career, or a new whatever that may be. So, upcoming season is whatever you see yourself within the new life, and that can be anything.
Oh my God. Yes, I got it. I love this so much because it's just, I don't know, it's just inspiring to me to hear, especially a female producer, create sounds that you can, that are relatable. Like I've listened to music all my life, and I like the way you put yours together. But anyway, side note,
Thank you.
here's a side note. Tell us the origin behind your name, Mix 444.
Okay. So with that, I've originally had the artist name as Musical Genius,
Wow.
but I didn't do research behind it to know that there was an artist already having that name. So I figure like I want like my own name. So I'm going to change it to the Mix 444, which would have been my production name, which is now the name of my production company, the Mix 444 Productions. But the Mix 444 as my artist name, I chose that because like I don't want like to limit like my music to something specific or to be what everyone else has. So it truly is a mix of something different, and it's a mix of something new every time. Like for me, like when I try to create something specific, like say I want to do just in um electronic or R&B or disco type beat. Like every time I try to go for something specific, I don't.
Mm.
I end up creating what is meant to be created in the moment. So that's how I produce my music, which is really cool because it something I never thought like this is how I'll be creating music. The 444 is a spiritual thing, so I want to keep my music on a spiritual sense as much as possible. So anything that I create, whether it's the lyrics when I do add lyrics to it, or if it's something instrumental, I try to keep it spiritual based. So it's basically a mix of sound that can be transmuted spiritually. Oh wow.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
Oh wow, I just surprised myself with that. Okay.
That
That
was
was really good.
yeah. Um, I really love the vibes, on the track called Small World. It sounds like a early beat from the late 90s to the early 2000s, like a techno dance type of beat. Um, what was the vibes behind that track, Small World?
Hmm. That one I don't know. That it just happened like I just I just started. I think I started with it was more like the piano sound, so I started with that, and then I just created everything else after that. And then I don't know, I just heard each sound of what I should do, and I just put it together and wasn't really expecting it to be that type of vibe. It literally just happened. So that's that one. I honestly don't know. I guess it just happened. It's like one of those um, pieces of art that was just meant to be created in the moment.
You did a hell of a job. Speaking of creating pieces of art in the moment, talk to us about your business that you have now with the clothing designs.
Okay, so with that, I do design shoes. Um, with that, I actually didn't know I would end up having my own fashion line, which
Yeah.
is crazy because years ago, like when I was a child, I always wanted to be a fashion designer.
Wow.
And I just never knew like that's something I would actually be doing. So, it's like a few months ago, I put in an application to see whether or not I can start designing shoes, at least to get started. And it was approved, and it's like, oh, I guess now I can actually do my own designs, which is really cool. So far, like I designed shoes that fit, I guess, a style that not a lot of people, at least to my understanding, would actually it's not really resonate with, but it's just something that can still stand out to everything else. Because when I go to stores, like I just see the plain same old thing. Like
Exactly.
you just see everyone has the same thing. So with my designs, I try to keep it different. Like there's some I made it basic, made it plain, but for when it comes down to the shoebox itself,
Hmm.
like and the tags, like I can create something different with that. So something that no one else got, which I can show you. Let's see. So I actually got one of them. You can almost see it.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah. So with this, it it did help me like learn how to be creative in another way. You see the tag.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. So it's just different. Like not a lot of people have um I can't think of what it is I want to say, but it's just like another way to allow me to be creative. So I have my fashion line, I guess, to help me stand out in my creativity as well. So, um, yeah, I don't really know like what all to really say too much about that. All I know is like I just didn't know that's something I'll actually be adding on to my business as well, which it do fit with the
Hmm.
music production. So you have style, you have music, and you can still create in other ways. So um yeah, I don't really have much to say. I just know I just think it's cool like um a career that I've always wanted as a child is something that I'm actually presenting and people can actually see. So I have been posting a few of my designs online. That way, at least if it's not worn yet by other people, at least people know that is there. So I guess that's all I'm gonna say when it comes to that.
What's the name of your clothing line?
Soul Tribe.
I like that.
Yes. I chose Soul Tribe specifically because for one, it's a designer shoe. And many people, I know like all shoes are basically designer shoes, but being able to wear something, especially of your own, it really like helps with that confidence because it's something that you created yourself and you have the opportunity to wear it and it still connects with the person that you see yourself becoming. So when I wear my shoes, even though I did order, I think it's like a size or two big, but I still wear them anyway because they're mine. And it's still an opportunity for people to at least see the design. So if they're curious, like, where do you get that shoe? Like, I'm still opening up to possibilities of more people not only just viewing it, but of possible people who also want to feel what it's like to wear something different, I guess.
Hmm.
Soul Tribe itself as well, like I've always wanted to connect back to my soul family. So I guess whoever wears Soul Tribe, that's in a way of you choosing to connect back with whoever is a part of that tribe. So whether it's your friends group, like you all just matching together, like if you all decide to get the same shoe or a different shoe, um, or you're wearing it for business aspects and stuff like that. But it's basically you choosing Soul Tribe is choosing to connect back basically with your tribe. So whoever that may be that I'm meant to connect with, which I've been realizing of different people that I've been connecting with along the way that I can feel this is my tribe. This is the people that I'm supposed to be connecting with. And these are the people that I'm spiritually just connected to. So I I have that as my brand, just for anyone who just want to be reconnected. So
That seems to have been the theme of this interview is reconnecting back to yourself again and being grounded. And with that being said, what would you like for your soul tribe community to know? I mean, to what energy would you like for them to take away from this project, New Sound of Wave?
or new waves of sound.
New Wave of Sound, my correction.
Really, I would say like learn, like you said, being grounded, because I had to learn how to ground my energy and how to be grounded myself, which does take some time to learn how to do. So I guess like learning how to sit with yourself more and being able to learn who you are as a person, and that means going within. Like you have to do it. Like there's no guesswork. That's something you have to do regardless. So, but take it step by step. Like do whatever it is that pushes you to whatever limit that you never thought that you'll be taking. Like for me, I never thought as well. Going back to when I was a child, because I actually wrote my first song or two, which to me sounds bad. I'm just a kid and I didn't know like the actual structure. Like I had an idea of the structure, but not the right structure of how that would be. And like I thought to myself, like I want to be a songwriter. I write my own lyrics. Um, and now I produce my own music. I never thought I'll be actually producing my own music. So I guess like um dreams that you never thought that you'll ever do, like slowly make your way into that, and then before you know it, you will see yourself actively doing the things you never thought that you'll do. To
Yeah.
me, it's creating music and having my own fashion. So
Hmm. Yeah, it's pretty damn impressive, if you ask me. So, and then you've been
yeah,
on doing this for like 2 years, right?
yes, which is really impressive to me too, because I never thought like I'll actually be this good with producing it. There's still parts of my production that I can still improve, and which I'll be improving regardless of what stage I am in my production. Um, but because originally I started off like using just samples and not knowing like whether or not I actually can create this myself. So I got a way of using samples to create my music, and I just said, I'm just going to do this, learn how to actually create the sounds that I want. And I was listening to it, it's like, wow, I'm actually really good at producing music. It's like, this is really good. So I just started doing that. Like the only samples I use is vocal samples. If I don't want to use my own voice, I'll use a vocal sample. So that's what I do now. But other than that, like um yeah, I just started producing um whether like most of what I do, I use the beat maker, which I love using that. And that's how I do my drum tracks. So I was feeling like, how can I make a drum track without necessarily having a drum or knowing how to produce with live instruments just yet, which I will be getting into doing more. Once I have more of the instruments I want to produce with. But it did like show me I have so much potential in this area without really knowing like how good I actually am. It's like I would say like my skills is close to the intermediate, but not quite like professional, but it's still close to professional. And for some people starting off with music production, they don't know how good they are, so they think that everything that they make sucks, which used to be me, to be honest, because I thought like my music just wasn't good, and just realizing my music is good. It's like it's just getting to the right audience that actually want to experience music on this level.
Right. Mix 44, I'm
Um,
so sorry to interrupt you, but we got less than a minute before this
okay.
interview shuts down.
Okay.
So, thank you. I just want to say thank you so much for coming on today's show. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to go back to your music again to see what else is out there for me to get my ears on. And hopefully you come back on next time too.
Oh,
Thank
most definitely. Yes. It's a really good experience to have. So
you.
just getting myself out there a little bit more. And thank you for having me as well.
For sure. See you later and talk to you
Right.
in Chicago later. Peace. Oh, I did not mean to do